Happy Thanksgiving, and thanks for joining my weekly video message. The big news this week is that everyone 18 and older is now eligible for a COVID booster. Boosters are available at pharmacies and through private providers, and they're also available at county-operated clinics, as well as our partner clinics. But the boosters are meant to be received 6 months after you had your second shot, or the first one if you had Johnson & Johnson vaccine. So plan your shots on that 6-month time frame. Expanded eligibility for boosters is good news for all of us as we approach the holiday season and the winter months. We have plenty of vaccine for adults, and there are numerous places throughout the community where residents can get vaccinated. This booster will provide residents with an extra layer of protection and help to slow down the spread of the virus, which will make our county even safer. You can find information about appointments and much more at www.govaxmoco.com. The additional good news is that our children 5 to 11 years old are continuing to be vaccinated. About 30% have already received their first vaccine doses, which is the highest number in the state. And the state just increased our supply this week based on our ability to get these vaccines out into the arms of our children. Vaccine news is great, but remember that the pandemic is still with us. Cases continue to rise after the mask mandate was lifted, to the point that the mask requirements have been reinstated. Our case count, which earlier in the summer, when it looked like COVID was almost finished, had fallen to less than 10 cases a day. It has climbed substantially, and today we reported over 100 cases for Monday. People are still getting infected, and it's safer to wear a mask than to not wear one. Breakthrough cases, though tending to be much less severe, are still occurring, but to put it in perspective, most cases are coming from a much smaller group of people, those who remain unvaccinated. A far lower percent of vaccinated people are experiencing the breakthrough cases. Let's enjoy the holiday and be safe. This week, many families and friends will be traveling and gathering with more guests around the dinner table. From what we hear from medical experts, this Thanksgiving will be much safer due to vaccinations. However, I urge you not to be complacent. In fact, according to Johns Hopkins, more people around the country have died from COVID in 2021 than in 2020. We all need to continue to follow the simple prevention measures that have proven to work since the beginning of this pandemic. Wash your hands regularly, practice social distancing, get tested regularly, get vaccinated, and if you're eligible, get your booster shot. As we enjoy our Thanksgiving meals, we should remember the thousands of county residents who go to bed hungry every night. At the beginning of the pandemic, we created the Food Security Task Force. Since then, we've worked with over 100 food assistance providers, and we've provided over $25 million in the collective work to help our food insecure residents. And just recently, thanks to the American Rescue Plan Act, we have allocated another $6.8 million for these efforts. As part of this effort, our Farm to Food Bank program is producing food for people in need and at the same time helping support farmers in our nationally acclaimed agricultural reserve. Last year, our capacity building grants of up to $20,000 helped 22 farmers with efforts to expand food production for 2021. We now have 28 farmers in 2021 that are participating with the Farm to Food Bank to increase wholesale food production for people in need. We plan to continue these programs in 2022 to help us address food resiliency and as part of our effort to work with our local farmers to expand food production right here in Montgomery County. During Thanksgiving, we're also thankful for our families in our homes. Unfortunately, there are also thousands of county residents who are behind in rent and worried about being evicted and becoming homeless. To date, the COVID Rent Relief Program has distributed over $54 million in direct rental assistance, preventing evictions for over 8,000 households. As one recipient of the assistance noted, quote, "There are no words that can express my gratitude. I appreciate your effort and patience with me more than you know." We announced this week an additional $34 million in emergency rental relief assistance funds from the Department of the Treasury. The program continues to process and accept new applications. If you're behind on your rent and have lost income due to the pandemic or know someone who has, please apply for these funds now. To review program eligibility and apply for assistance, visit www.mc311.com/rent-relief. For many, the day after Thanksgiving is the beginning of the holiday shopping season. I want to take this opportunity to encourage you to shop local and support our local small businesses and our restaurants. For every dollar you spend at a local retail business, 68 cents stays in our community as compared to 43 cents at national chain retailers, and even less for online shopping. By purchasing what you can locally, you are reducing the processing and packaging. And shopping local is also more equitable. 28% of Main Street business owners are immigrants, even though immigrants only make up 18% of the overall business ownership. So this Saturday, join me in participating in Small Business Saturday. Please shop small, shop local, and shop in Montgomery County. We're doing as much as we can to help building owners and add energy efficiency to their existing buildings. One important program is the county's commercial property assessed clean energy, known as CPACE. Qualified properties can use CPACE to receive lower cost, long-term flexible financing for up to 100% of clean energy property improvements. It's repaid over 20 years as a surcharge on the property tax bill. Last month, I sent amendments to the Council to expand the program. My proposed amendments to CPACE project eligibility include climate resiliency, climate adaptation, water conservation, environmental health and safety upgrades. It would also allow eligible projects to be retroactively financed using CPACE. Ultimately, these amendments would expand financing opportunities for building owners to improve the energy performance and climate resilience of their buildings to help meet the county's climate goals. I encourage the County Council to introduce this legislation and act on it. We must not delay these needed actions to combat climate change. Finally, I was honored to be invited this week to attend 2 events celebrating the 552nd birthday of Guru Nanak, the founder of Sikhism. I thank the many attendees for honoring the beliefs of Guru Nanak, the belief in equality and love for all people. Since the beginning of the pandemic, this Sikh community has helped out, including distributing over 300,000 meals to those in need. I'm very appreciative of their work during this pandemic to reach the underserved communities in our county. Thank you for tuning in, and have a happy and fun Thanksgiving.